Hi guys, welcome back to Nerd Dads. Today we are talking about our favorite things about Netflix and our recommends of what you should be watching this week. It's Monday, let's get to it. Okay, so Netflix is seriously the cheapest way to cut the cable. Like, ever since I've been married for about 5 years now, and we have never had cable in our house. We've always just had Netflix, and it is probably the best way to find. It's got shows you want, no ads, super cheap. There's literally nothing bad about it. I mean, yeah, sure, it doesn't have all the new stuff like Hulu does, but you know what? It doesn't have ads, and it's got enough TV shows on there where it's like you can watch one season of something while the other season is actually going on TV. Get sidetracked with something else, and by the time you're done with that, hey, boom. Whatever you're watching before is back on Netflix. So it's like, there's so much good stuff on there. I got several different recommendations. But Trenton, my main man, we're going to start with you.
Okay, well, Daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody needs to watch Daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix, let me first talk about Netflix. Netflix is doing a wonderful job with everything that they do. That is their, I don't know, property.
I think I call it an IP, yeah.
There you go. So if they're touching it, they're doing a good job with it. Everything is handled with extreme care and attention to detail and great acting.
Just quality all around.
Yes. However, some of their shows, because they don't have any kind of rating.
Yeah. They do rate on TVMA and stuff like that, but you're right, yeah.
They tend to
they're like
go
HBO.
overboard. It turns out to be a lot like HBO.
Yeah.
I wish that Netflix would be less like HBO in that they didn't have to show boobs and sex in every single one of their stories, because the stories themselves are fantastic.
Point in case, Daredevil. Daredevil has none of that garbage in it, and if Marvel were to make their movies like Netflix does Daredevil, oh man, I'd be excited every single time. It's super clean. It's extremely bloody though. Extremely bloody. Like, I don't... Like, there's Saving Private Ryan that's bloody, and then underneath that is Daredevil.
They definitely...
Pretty gruesome.
They let the violence show through.
But it doesn't... But the thing is, though, it doesn't feel like it's unnecessary.
Right, because it's real. It's gritty.
It's real, it's gritty, and it's, like... For example, Wilson Fisk is one of the baddest villains in the Marvel Universe. He's just a man with no mercy, and it's hard to show how merciless the guy is without showing how just dark and brutal and unrelenting he is. But back to your point though too, it's just like
there's a lot of things that as married men we don't want to watch.
Right, you know, we have kids, we have wives. I don't want to see some other chick's breasts on television. Don't need that garbage. But it's like, if they didn't have that in there, they would actually probably grow their audience, because then they would have super good stories. Like, the stories that they're telling are just phenomenal. Like, you can't go wrong with those stories. You don't need all that extra stuff in there.
And original ideas.
Yes. Super original. Like Sense8. Can you imagine how sweet that show would be if it didn't have all that nudity? Even if they like alluded to it, like you, like even if they just mentioned it, or they were like
these things
showed like
happening.
The start of it, like you can like know what's happening, but you don't got to see it happen.
Right. I don't want to watch a porn.
Yeah, you don't.
You don't need that.
Like, yeah, and I honestly think it's kind of like to their detriment, because, for example, like HBO, right, takes Game of Thrones, which is a great storyline. And even the books aren't even nearly as graphic.
Well, they are graphic, but I mean, they don't need to go into detail with those kind of things. I think they're doing it so that they're trying to capture an audience that
doesn't care about fantasy.
Right.
It's like, okay, so we have this fantasy world. How are we going to get people that don't know, especially guys? Oh, I got it. Breasts.
Put naked women in there.
Yeah.
Beautiful naked women.
Bam. There you go. Yeah, they're not ugly, because there's no such thing as ugly women in real life. But you know, anyway, that's our mini rant on nudity and sex and TV shows. But
give Netflix their stuff a shot, and take our advice that there are some good things out there and there are some bad things. So tread carefully, but do give them a shot because they really are doing a good job with what they're touching.
For kids, what to watch? We'll start with kids. Okay, cool. Good TV shows for kids. How to Train Your Dragon, the TV show. Okay, I watched like an episode of that yesterday, and honestly, I thought I had like just gotten home and it was on TV, and my wife and my son and my daughter were watching it, and I was like, oh, which is this the first one or the second one? And the man is like, oh, this is a TV show. I was like, what? Like they even had all the original actors from the movies are in it, except for Gerard Butler, obviously because he's probably really expensive. But the main character, and there are a few other characters that also aren't in it, but they're not like major. But like I think Hiccup, the guy that plays Hiccup, the original voice actor for that is in it. And just like the storylines and everything are very like kid friendly. It's like just like watching the movies. Like that's my recommend for that. Anything particular that you can think of
for kid shows?
Yeah.
Well, I've always been an anime fan, so Naruto. They have the rights now to all of the Naruto series, which was on Cartoon Network for a while. I've actually used some of the stuff from the anime in my martial arts classes, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, because they actually translate some of them, very few, but some things like between a sensei and Naruto translate perfect over to the real world.
Oh wow, that's really cool. Yeah. I actually have never given Naruto a fair shake.
It's very cheesy.
Really? Oh, well, it's anime.
Yeah, I mean, but
every anime is gonna have a level of cheese.
I think there's a lot of good things about it, even though it does fall right under that anime cheesiness level. I mean, you're gonna get that.
That's fair.
Oh,
that's fair. If you don't mind cheese and you want to see, anime,
ninjas,
watch Naruto. Another good anime to watch on there is Attack on Titan. Extremely violent.
Don't let your kids watch that.
Put the kids to bed. But my word, the storyline, and I am very picky with my anime. Extremely picky. Like I can name all the animes that I like TV shows, on one hand, and it's probably just 3. There's Gundam Seed, Gundam Wing.
He likes Gundam.
Oh, Big O.
Attack on Titan.
And Attack on Titan. That's 4, but this one is new and doesn't really count. I mean, anime movies are a little different than anime shows, but Attack on Titan, it's so stinking good. And actually, they're making a live action movie of it coming out this fall. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna be all over that movie. I cannot wait for that movie.
If you like your animes or your shows to give you that risk factor to where your favorite character may not be around for very much longer, watch Attack on Titan because they leave you guessing continually and you never ever know what's going to happen next.
Yes.
Dynamic.
And just like the world that they created, like right from the get-go, got me attached, got me hooked.
Yeah, it was completely different than anything we'd ever seen before.
Yes, it's not about mechs. It's not. The premise is still kind of the same, where it's got that government like controlling the little people, blah blah blah, and But the Titans were freaky. They're like giant zombies. They're terrifying,
with very scary faces,
and they get you attached to the main character and like the troubles that everybody goes through. Like from the first episode.
The first episode is one of the best episodes of the series. If you want to know about how to tell a story, that's how you hook people.
Oh, man. It was...
Oh. I had to binge watch it. I watched the first episode and ended up watching the rest of the season.
I haven't had a chance to finish it yet. I'm like 4 episodes in, but...
It just gets better.
It's so good. So, there's that. The Blacklist. Have you had a chance to watch The Blacklist?
No.
Do yourselves a favor. James Spader acts like James Spader in anything with James Spader in it. But he is so perfectly typecasted for his role in The Blacklist that you don't even really notice. It's the storyline and the twists and everything are just so perfectly done. The acting in it is pretty good, especially it's on Fox, and it's like it's regular local access channel, but it's the action is really I was really impressed. So that's my recommend for that. Is there anything else on Netflix that you're just totally loving and digging?
Nothing that I can think of. Although they're not show wise.
All right. So anyway, check it out. So to recap, Daredevil, Attack on Titan,
Must watches.
Naruto, How to Train Your Dragon, the TV show. They're amazing shows to check out. So if you're bored, looking for something new to check out, those are our recommends. In the meantime, let us know what your recommends are. If you already watched something, check us, hit us up on Facebook or on Twitter. We're also on the Instagram, Twitch, and obviously our website. So visit us anywhere, anytime. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you around. Bye.
Bye.